Hey everyone, Charlene Bauer, Ladies Opera Network, and welcome to March! Woo! Where did that come from? Where did March come from? Holy cow, it's only like 85 degrees here in Arizona already. It's an amazing time. I know some of you are still in the snow. I'm sorry. Come visit. Come visit. I got a desk you can use. Always looking for a little bit of help here and there. If you want to come and visit, if you want to escape your world for a week or two, just come on over. I got plenty of things for you to do. Anyways, happy March. Let's get out of the house. Let's have some fun. Let's do some things. Let's get ready. Let's be aggressive. And very interesting, we just got done with our 4 o'clock call. Our 15-minute lesson tonight was on switches. It was rad. It was a great conversation, which really, okay, the recorded portion was on switches, which then turned into an entire battery conversation after we stopped the recording. So if you guys are not able to make it to the 4 o'clock call, I get it. But try, because there's so much information that goes on that we're not recording as well. It's a great conversation piece and a lot of fun. Yeah, and you never know where Charlene's going to go when we're not recording. So it's very entertaining. At that, you're always laughing, always a good time. The recordings for the 15-minute classes, I did get asked about that again today. That will be in our member only site. We're working on that right now. That's back to that. Hey, you bored this week? Come on over. We got plenty to do. And we're trying to get that up and ready and rolling for you so that you can have access to it. It's going to be a great time. So that's what's happening there. If you're a member, you will have access, but in the meantime, you're waiting. Everybody's just waiting. And we're grouping and we're getting a lot of radness happening. So that is that. Oh, look. Hey, look who came to say hi. Say hi, Oil Cat. Hello. He's like, oh, you're talking to somebody. Why don't you talk to me? Wait, I want some attention. I want to be right in the middle of everything right now. Yeah, sounds like a cat. So, March, so much going on. Let's start with our Tuesdays. So Tuesday nights, every Tuesday night, 4 o'clock, we have our education Ask Charlene moments. The next 2 Tuesday nights have been posted. So next week is trail etiquette, going over like, hey, who has right of way? How do we use our hand signals? What do we want to do? How is that working? So we'll go down a whole list of trail etiquette, which I think is great, especially for our new wheelers, but it's also something that is really good for people to get a refresher course on. And if nothing else, if you've done it for a long time, listen so that you can help educate other new ladies on, hey, here's what the trail etiquette is. And then the next week is on what is an air filter, what is an air filter system, what is an air intake system. Like, we have all kinds of big words, right? And then the piece to that is, what's your air filter maintenance? What should be my air filter maintenance and how do we do it? 2 great topics. So appreciate you guys being a part of those and having some fun with us on that. Then tomorrow, we'll do tomorrow next. Tomorrow is a big one, and I'm going to be posting this over onto our Facebook pages tonight, first thing in the morning, but I did send it out in the mass email last night to all the membership group. I am hosting a live chat on our SBN, SEMA SBN channel, SEMA Businesswomen's Network's channel. And Jody DeVere, one of our lifetime members and one of the board of directors for the Ladies Off-Road Foundation, is who is going to be on. And her main topic is talking about mentoring. So we pre-ran it a little bit yesterday, and the guy that's in charge of us, meaning running the live in the background, I'm like, so, like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, like how long do we have to talk here? And he just started laughing. He's like, oh, I see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna have to start telling you guys to stop talking, huh? I'm like, yeah, that's probably gonna be where it comes down to. So she has a ton of opportunities to learn how to mentor somebody or how to be mentored from somebody. And it was kind of rad yesterday when we were talking. She's like, Charlene, you know, you've mentored me in the Jeep world and I've mentored you in the business world. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, you can give and take and you can push and pull from a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. And sometimes you have no idea the impact that you're making on somebody unless they say something to you. But I also like something else that came up yesterday, and I'll pre-say this now for my group, but then tomorrow, please make sure that you join us as well for the bigger conversation, is have a schedule. If you're a mentor or you have a mentee, have a schedule. Like, have a specific time on the calendar every month that you check in. Like, have that date on there and make sure that it's happening. I'm like, oh, what a great idea. What a great plan. And making something like that happen. She also said it's on the mentee to reach out and make sure that it is executed, because the mentor is there all the time saying, hey, I'll help you, I'll help you, I'll help you. Anybody heard that before? I'll help you, I'll help you. But it's up to you to make sure that you reach out and say, hey, listen, can we get on a phone call? Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we make some time? Because the answer will be yes. It's just a matter of understanding that that help is finally wanted, or that help is finally needed, or hey, I just need to talk something out. So we had some great pre-conversation yesterday, and I really look forward to tomorrow and having everybody chat together about it on again, that's on the SEMA Business Women's Network's Facebook page. It will be a live chat. It'll also be scrolling through Instagram as well. Tonight, if you have not already, please, as soon as we leave here, go and like, love, whatever you got to do to the Toyota ladies. We got 10 Toyota ladies, and they are, they're on the gas to see who is going to be the coloring calendar of March. So that will be decided tonight. I will make it. I will send it out. It'll be exciting. Yes, so tomorrow you will have an email at some point in the morning noonish, that will have that March Toyota lady on there. So you guys have the job of figuring out who it's going to be, and then I have to make it work. Tomorrow it is 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Time is going to be the times for the SBN call. So you can put that on your list. We do record it, so it will be recorded on SBN. It'll be on SBN's channel if you need to watch it afterwards. But of course, it's always fun to watch it live, because you can ask questions and I will be able to filter them through so that Jody can answer them at that point. Let's see. March 19th is our next big date. March 19th is our first ever Saturday social. So if you're kind of new to the scene, new to the Ladies Offer Network, new to the group, we used to have networking events every single month across the country. We were ramped up to 30 a month across the country. It was so rad. And then 2020 happened. Need I say more? So this is now the leadership group saying, hey, the networkings were cool, and I pushed them. I'm like, they were cool, but they weren't that cool, so let's make them cooler, and how do we want to do this? And it's becoming into a Saturday social, and so we're going to try that out, and it starts on March 19th. So the locations that I have right now are Tucson, Mesa, so both 2 in Arizona, and then Virginia Beach, Virginia, Kansas City, Missouri, and Moab, Utah will be, and Washington also, So those will be the locations for this month's Saturday socials. You can sign up right now if you're like, oh, well, there's not one in my space and I want to have one in my space. Do it now. And then we'll get that going. And then we also have April and May posted as well, so that you guys can go ahead and say, yes, I want to be a hostess. Which we need hostesses, right? Can't do it. But you're not by yourself. We're there the entire time. We're also going to be playing a really fun game. We've been working on this. We've been working on the questions, on the answers, on how you're going to win, how you're going to input your answers, how that's going to happen all over the country. I'm going to be on Blue Jeans the entire time. So you can pop in at any moment in time and communicate with me, ask me a question. Hey, let's chat this out. You know, or somebody new comes and you're like, hey, yeah, why don't you meet Charlene, and jump her on really fast so that I can meet her, because that would be rad. We will have an online option as well. So if you're in a space where you don't want to be around people yet, or you're in a space where there's not a physical location, but you want to participate anyways, then you can get on to our online one and have some fun with that as well. So you can at least get yourself into the education and into meeting people from all over the country. And we'll really encourage you to turn on the screen, show your face, have some fun with us while you're doing that. So that is March 19th, and each location will have its own time, and it will depend on the time zone, but the online one will run from 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to noon Pacific Standard Time, so it'll run the whole block. Then our March 5-day skills camp, if you are not coming, you are going to miss out. Just the names that are coming are rad. I know we're going to have one heck of a party the entire time we're all together. But with that, we're also going to have one heck of a week. The structure of the week is aggressive, not going to lie, but it is also very fun, not going to lie. And I'm going to push you, and we're going to be better, and we're going to try new things, and we're going to get like focused on some things that maybe you already think that you are perfect at. Awesome. I'm going to have you focus on it, and then you're also going to help other people, right? So it doesn't matter what skill set level you're at. This is the time to be a part of that class. So it was our only 5-day class here in the spring, and then we won't have any until the fall. So this is the moment. If you have a friend, if you are the friend that is on the fence about if I'm going to come or if I'm not going to come, and I'm worried and I'm not sure and this and that, get rid of the this and the that's and make the commitment right now. If you need to give me a call, I did 2 today, one on a text and one on a call, to help understand like logistics or questions that were out there that were just kind of open and you're not really sure and you're on that edge of committing. Let's get you here. This is something, you guys are here because you want to learn. You're part of Ladies Off-Road Network because you want to learn. This is the learning. This is that hands-on opportunity that everybody wants. And I can only do it in Arizona at this level. So just make sure that you commit to yourself and commit to your own commitment of wanting to learn and get that going good. Yeah. It's gonna be a rip roar. Take a nap before you come. Take a nap before you come. Yeah, and I have some things that are planned that we haven't told you guys about. I was gonna tell everybody once like the first one went down. So that means that will be in a couple more weeks. That's right. That's what you just saw. Charlene blinking her eyes. You know what that means? Trouble. That's what that means. That means I always got something up my sleeve. With that being said, I asked the group today when we were on the 4 o'clock call, because somebody mentioned something about, hey, really wanting to get out and do things, and I'm like, do you guys feel like this COVID 2020 attitude of not going out, like this depression is still sitting within us, and the challenges is still sitting within us, and I don't know what I can do because I feel like I'm going to get pulled back. And now we have an economy situation, right? A little bit with the gas prices, and things are costing more. Like, let's just be real about it. We're not going to hide it. We're all living the same exact world. But I don't think it's gone. I don't think that depression is gone. And I want to make sure that I'm reaching out to everybody right here, right now. If you're in that space, if you need somebody to talk to you, if you need the challenge, I feel it on certain days too, ladies. I'm not above any of this. We're all in this together, right? We all need to work at this together. So if you have that moment and you're down, you're in that zone where you're like, oh, I just don't know what to do. I know the 5-day opportunity is a big package. I know it's a money thing. I know there's a lot to it. Okay. I get it. And if you can make that happen, please make that happen, because we all know that sometimes we just got to shake the bag. Who puts potato chips in a bowl? Do you pour the potato chips into the bowl? Yeah. All right. Yes, no, maybe so. Depends if I'm just smashing them into my face versus having guests around and I have to look like I'm proper. Let's be real about it. But what happens? You put those potato chips in the bowl, and then there's the crumbs from the bottom, and the crumbs from the bottom are on the top, right? And the big chips are kind of on the bottom because, of course, they came out first. All right. Did you know, pro tip, that you can take a bowl that your potato chips are in, and you just toss it? Just toss it up nice and lightly, right? And what happens when you toss it nice and lightly? All the little potato chips fall to the bottom and the big ones come to the top. Now we got all of our big potato chips again so we can get the dip, right? And so you just gotta keep doing that. You just gotta keep tossing your bowl and bring those big potato chips to the top and let the little ones settle back down and come out and toss that world. It's an awkward analogy. I just came up with it on the fly, so work with me here. But if you think about it and you really start thinking about that, like, that's what happens when we finally get out of that house, when we finally go do something. We're shaking it up. We're making sure that we're doing what we need to do. And it does energize you. It does say like, oh, wow. All right. I got this. I got this. We got this. We can do this. So find that thing. If you can join us, huge hearts, right? Because you know I'm going to give you everything and everything to make sure that you're coming out with your potato chip bag shaked. But if it's not something that's in your doing ability right now, that's fine. Find something simple. Go out on a trail ride. You guys are using OnTrails? Make sure that you're tracking on your OnTrails. You're going to see something big about that. We have a big announcement coming. In fact, I will make a commitment to talking about that next Tuesday. So big announcement next Tuesday with OnTrails. Every time you go out, make sure that you are tracking on your OnTrails. It's free if you don't have it. So if you're questioning what it is, it's the BFG OnTrails app. We'll talk about it more next week. But it's a big deal right now. We got a lot going on. A lot going on for you. There's some things that are changing in the background. I will tell you this. Here's a huge carrot for you. There's a couple things that are changing, and it's a timeline thing. Our convention, Ladies Off-Road Convention, that's in August. Who's going? I'm going, I'm going, I'm going. I better see everybody saying, I'm going, I'm going. Our convention in August has always been our hub event. This is the one event of the year that I ask you to come to. I hear people say, oh, we should really have a reunion for everybody that goes to King of the Hammers. I'm like, we do. It's called the convention in August. That is our keystone event. That is the hub of everything that we have going on. So make sure if there is something, and especially if this March one doesn't work, August is your date, all right? August is your date. So with that being said, we have some things that are going to change date rotation. So where we have done like our Trails and Trash, we've done that from December to December last year, and we did it as part of the 12 Days of Giving. We're now going to start doing it from June to June so that we can award people at the convention in August. So start paying attention to this little change that we have going on right now as far as the calendar goes. There's only a couple things that are going to change, but it has to do with us wanting to award you while we are at the convention in August. And we can't do that 6 months later if we go December to December, right? Or January to January, however you want to put it. So that is something that's coming up. The Trail and Trash is one of the things that is part of that. So logging your trash and how much you collect and logging your hours as far as being out on the trail is also super important. So those are the two things that I will throw a carrot at right now. If you already have it going on, great. If you don't and you're like, what? I'll talk about it next Tuesday. All right. Awesome. I see a lot of rad ladies that are going to be joining us at the convention. If you haven't said yes yet, if you're kind of like, what? I don't know what it is. Last Friday's Friday Wins, a couple ladies were asking under Esther's comments about buying her tickets about the convention. So I put in there the link, and we'll have more about that being posted really soon too. Got a lot going on the website. Lots of computer stuff going on around here. Yeah. So if you're looking to run away from your life for a couple weeks and you want to come to Arizona and do this, come on, I'll put you to work. I got you. All right. With that being said, I'm going to get back to my laptop. I got a couple more things that have to be done today. You guys are going to go and like the Toyotas if you have not yet, so I can finish that tonight, tomorrow, and get that off to you. So much radness going on. I appreciate every single one of you Thank you for being a part of Ladies Off-Road Network. Thank you for taking your bag and shaking it up, making sure that your big potato chips come to the top so you can eat all that yummy dip, right? And I cannot wait to see you in person. If not, online, every Tuesday. 4 o'clock calls are rad. Tomorrow we have our live with Jody DeVere. We have our Saturday social coming up on March 19th. So lots of greatness going on. Yes, Wendy, breathe. Everybody breathe. Everybody take a deep breath. There's a lot of stress out there. There's a lot of chaos going on out there. But you are in charge. You are in charge, and I am here to help you. I appreciate you. All right. Have a very successful rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon.